right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Prescott on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. First carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and long for Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Watson on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's at the 50. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now running right through him. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on second is Watson. And a catch right side by Evans. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in the general area wherever he lines up. And he's trying to discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And this one complete to Winton over the middle. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now maybe on that one, and
Oh, Chubb, you can't get fucking 1 yard.
Panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Prescott off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, for touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. On first down, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball hurt.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Oh, shoot.
Here's Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On third down, it's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Forced out to his left. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A second down throw for Prescott. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his handle.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, Charles, you said it after the 4th down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with a touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Fells has it, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Watson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Over the middle to Evans. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it again with Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on fourth. Watson. He sets to fire deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Second down, Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards. Again, this is Chubb. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a
boy, why didn't you even eat this chicken? Go get something to eat. Didn't I say I eat something chicken, mommy, to Home Depot?
Open man, the tight end Fells.
Oh, that's nasty.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back to throw, Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the
It's
Cowboys have
$100
cut it to within
application
a
fee
score.
to submit online. And then you submit it, and then you gotta request all of her records.
Extra point right down the middle.
So, you know, previous
will
school.
get them one closer.
And then submit all of that, and then it's, you know, they'll send a
So just a 3-point
interview,
game now
you know,
as they
where it
send
says
this
about their
one away.
expectation, curriculum, all of that, and then go from there.
Let's just feel it at the goal line.
You know, as far as like tuition.
He spins free. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Because you can't really, I don't think you can do the,
they get set to head back
like,
on the field here.
the tuition, all that stuff until you get accepted into
Gave a
school.
great field position, turned into 6
You know what I'm
points. So
saying? But
they've got to
I'm
recover
gonna
the
look more
charge.
into, you know, she wasn't as detailed, you know, it was just more of like the,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed
So,
confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go figure out what didn't happen.
but
Also showed
when you get, if she's not accepted or Harvard, whenever anything happen, then you'll get 75 of that
Going to
back.
start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10.
You have to just talk about all of that stuff, I guess, if you get an interview.
This is incomplete.
Once you get an interview,
John Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in and
1.9. But they may, you know, they may be like, okay, we'll just do, you know.
Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more,
Especially like if you get like, if you,
they tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock
you
down.
know, the new to come out,
Now it's
new bid package come out already
at the 45-yard
Tuesday.
line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
First week of Tuesday, you know, first Tuesday of the month. I said you ain't even started your yet.
Look, this is
that's
no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Going to first Tuesday, I need to go home with her after school.
Watson on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a
like to take
first.
naps before you go to work that last Friday night.
To pick up that first down.
That means you sleep, how you gonna get her in the shower, get her sleep, get her ready.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get because remember, he slides when that derriere dips, if you will. That plays over.
Derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 2
She
yards on the
ain't
pickup
on
there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
no computer, so. Definitely not. Definitely
They'll
not.
try the air now with
All right,
Watson.
put this clothes on.
And incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what
Probably
forced
3
the
more
incompletion.
weeks, 2.5 more weeks, yes, baby.
You going to Jersey with me?
The Texans on 3rd down.
Where?
They've
Where?
had 4 of 7.
Next
This
week?
is 3rd and 8.
I'm gonna take over. Planning.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going for the
Yeah.
deep ball.
Man,
I'm about to take mama to West Coast.
Handed.
this nigga got 98 fucking jump, and he let him
This is a
up.
gain of
Look at that
36 on
You gotta
3rd
move your
down.
fur.
Press coverage on
Who
the
for
outside and
us?
for defenders. That's the ultimate
What's up
risk
there?
reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now just a matter of
you just do that. I can't ever be out in the line. Right. I'm like, it's there, going there.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with the lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
And sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Like I actually have time. Like I don't need all the money. I need to pay on it.
Wow.
He hesitated. It looked like he hesitated.
That's what happened when you started talking to me or trying to play.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays.
Come on, man. I get hit.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage.
Can I wear those?
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it. Went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Then they will be clean.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot.
I don't about to care. I wear my own stuff.
Fielded about a yard deep.
But I'm not normal. I like to wear my
Did it
hoodie.
again. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to...
You know I was going to go buy me a hookah before I left. The little portable hookah. I was gonna buy. I ain't had time because me and Alana went and got our hair, our feet and stuff done and I took her to get something to eat. Like we did like girls' day, I ain't even and was right by it though. I said I think I probably end up still going to get it because I'm tired of that big one. It's just too much. And I want to just, just start to hookah. Huh?
Out of his end zone, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly,
know how to do it.
A lot of times they fall back on what they know best. There are. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
I thought I was telling I was going to go do it. I was going to do it last night. But I was like, when I got off, I was about around the house. I'm like, fuck, we're going to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like the worst part of it, I'm like, fucking, I ain't feel like hanging that damn thing and doing all that extra shit.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature.
Shit, I don't even think she claimed it to do it. Like, you know how I gotta find a what's it called though. That one was too big. I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot because we there. I'm about to see if I can find a smaller one to clean.
Now a throw to the
That
end
was
zone
way
on
too
first
big.
down, but it winds up incomplete.
I can find something smaller than that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's again to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9.
Good, I got money on my response card down. On my cash app card.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
That'll just be like some emergency, you know? Emergency type shit or something.
Losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
But I was thinking about, like, the end of the year. You hear me?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here's Lewis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. It's J.J. Watt, and it's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Prescott off play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On play action, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
He's got him in.
Oh, man. Nigga, he fucking 16.
34 yards.
Jump with that shit.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come back!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And my goodness,
he's getting fucking tackled while I'm trying to jump. This shit crazy.
By Justin Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Who?
And Watson's going to throw it here.
Oh, no,
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver down.
Yeah, you can't even look on Tito, though.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Yeah, you will feel bad with him on Tito.
49 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility. Look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last season.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a moment. They pitch it to Joe. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long-yard situations with your defense, you're really going to go into your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Yeah, I'm
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
I pray. It depends on how big the yard is. If it's like 7 or 8 bedrooms, I cop that in like 2 trucks. And that should be able to get us around. Because I still got to pay for that Vegas mansion too. I've been bullshitting on that.
What's the Vegas thing about?
That's September. Matter of fact, I should invite same motherfuckers going on cruise.
No.
You said no?
It's about Columbus. You know, can't ship it.
Oh yeah. Damn. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And you know, ain't nobody there but them.
Hey, how you gonna shake that?
Nigga, that big ass motherfucking mansion she got, nigga. Same way I shook it then. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. I didn't think about that. Oh shit. Think on that one. I didn't think about that. I didn't put that shit together. Yes, it does. See, but when it comes to us though, you know what I'm saying? You set up good. What about us?